me give it a few moments, a few mementos to before we chat. I got a lot to say today, to say the least. Got a lot to say, guys. Got a whole host. Veganish, what's happening, brother? Love you, man. What's happening, my friend? Did you make it to the live with Luna on Friday night? Tap that like button, brother. Appreciate you, man. Welcome, everybody. We got a lot to talk about. Happy. Thank you, Vaganish. And I send you love, whoever that was. I send you love, man. Because you know what? At the end of the day, man, it's all about love. Loving one another, loving thy neighbor, loving each other. Having compassion for where everyone is at. So welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. Tap that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 1,000 and beyond. Hope y'all are doing well, man. How's it be? Over at the park, here, check it out, my brother. Look at that gorgeous sunrise. Leaves are changing. I don't know if you can see. Gorgeous day, my friend. It's a little bit chilly on the chilly side. It's like 47, but it's manageable. It's a gorgeous day. Sun's rising. Tap that like button, everybody. Subscribe to the channel. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. Let's spread some love. That's where I'm at, Vaganish. Where's everybody from? How's everybody doing? What's up? Hey Nima, how you doing, my brother? Welcome from Iran. Good day, Paula from Orlando. I used to live about an hour from Orlando. Now I live in this beautiful, scenic nature. Let me see if I can move it. See, you can kind of see the trees there changing. Everything's starting to change. Just as we're changing. And so yeah, it's gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Yeah, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Thank you. This is what I get to look at, my view on the other side of the camera. It is beautiful. It's a gorgeous morning. It's been warm. It's been, you know, like, let's just say like in the 70s and 80s, I would venture to say. Today it's like 47. Doesn't feel like it though. Everybody tap that thumbs up in the top right hand corner. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you being here. We have an interesting topic to talk about, and it's going to be a little bit, you know, touchy, so to speak, but we're going to do it. Oh, look at the birds flying overhead. Check it out. Oh, you missed it. Well, hello from Mars. Oh, welcome from Mars, MOHD. Welcome, my brother or sister. What kind of ship did you take up to Mars? How's everybody doing? Well, we know someone's from Mars, Orlando, Iran, India. We got a lot of different. There's a whole host of Hello, Raphael. How you doing? Welcome. There's some birds that just flew by. Um, yeah, we got a very interesting topic at hand that we're going to talk about. France. Oh, okay. Okay, we got somebody in France. I love it. Um, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing fantastic. I just, I don't even know where to begin with this whole thing because, and I don't even know how to start this topic. What's happening, mate? Raj, what's happening, brother? See, man, okay, let me see. Where do I start with this? Let me just get into the flow. Limo, what's happening, brother? Welcome, everybody. Tap that thumbs up, man, and subscribe to the channel. We on the road to 1,000. So where I want to go with this. Do you guys know each other or something? Raj and Limo? Are you guys like roommates or something? Yeah, I'm going with the flow, Raphael. Exactly. Limo's your friend. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you guys were like roommates or something. What do you guys like meeting lives or something? Or you chill? He is a Lyra. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay. Justine, what's happening? How you doing? Welcome, Grand Rising. Good to see you. Are you from the USA? Yes, I'm in the USA. I'm from all over the place. There's no specific, but I want to get into like oneness and connection and love and how we create from love. And right now, with the elections happening all around the world, I feel like so many are not creating from love. They're creating out of fear. I am Daren, and what's happening, Jordy, Corpse, Raj, Limo, Justine. What's happening, everybody? Great day from Australia. It's not messed up, man. Because listen, it all starts with us, man. It starts with us. And I'm gonna I may get a little bit like harsh, and but this has got to be said, man. Because we're creating everything. We're creating reality. And let me tell you what, man, even myself, all of us have played a part in where we are at right now. And the more and more people that focus on fear to create, the more that we're going to keep, the universe is going to back everyone in the corner to the point where we start coming together and treating each other with love, like thy neighbor. Respecting each other, treating each other with respect and kindness, and having compassion for each other and being there for each other. Why do you think these things are happening all around the world? To bring humanity together. And then you have these things on the world stage that are happening, like the elections and everything else, that's getting you to divide each other, to go against each other, like, oh, this person's going to be better than this person, and blah blah blah, and this and that. And it's like getting you to argue and separate versus getting you to come together. And I'm telling you what, man, I woke up and I'm just like, I'm getting chills because everybody keeps pointing the finger and saying, you did this to me, and you did this, and this system is creating this, and blah blah blah, and playing the victim instead of standing in your freaking power and standing up, from a place of love. Love thy neighbor. That's the universal law. And it feels better to treat someone from love than not from love. And quite frankly, I'm just tired of it. Yeah, but you know what, but that's the whole thing, man. When you say those things, the words create your reality, man. They hold so much weight, man, Raphael. And it's not, unfortunately, because you have a role to play in it. We all do. Are you getting up every single day and speaking love on everything and treating everybody from love, man? Because I can guarantee you, majority people are not. They're playing from fear. And like I'm telling you right now, man, I channeled a message this morning, man, and spirit is coming through hard and heavy, man, that we are at this pivotal point in history right now that we have the ability right now to change things or make it more difficult for ourselves. You know, we could choose the easy road or we could choose the hard road. And humanity right now is choosing the hard road. Not to say that we're not going to get to the point we're trying to get to, which is love and unity and oneness. But I'm going to tell you right now that the choices that people are making, yeah, we have to start being mindful. We have to start, listening to paying attention to the things we're doing. Like every single person plays a role in exactly where we are. Yes, a lot of us came and birthed into separation, but you know what? We did it in previous lifetimes. It doesn't matter if they're not nice or not. You still send love. You still send love, man. You don't have to interact with them, man, but you could send them love. Everything is energy, man. No matter what someone does, a lot of people talk about Jesus and Jeshua or Jesus, whatever you want to call it, or him. He saw everything from the pain someone was in, not the act they committed. So he was able to see it through a lens of love. That's okay. You could disagree with me. That's okay. Listen, man, I've come across people that have wronged me. Okay, I was bullied throughout my whole growing up. I went through a lot of challenging things, man. Just like a lot of us have. But you know what? I still open my heart. And I see things from love. And I see everything is from love because we're all one and we're all connected. But we keep playing in this fear shit. And dividing and separating each other. And it's like everybody wants to come together, but yet everybody focuses on separation and no, you are separate from me. Like come together. Like I gotta make all this money and all these things and own all these things. Like, what about like helping each other, coming together? Why do we have to go through these challenging things like disasters from nature and all these different things to actually come together? Why do we have to go through challenging things and be backed up against the wall before we decide to finally have love for one another? Because you know what? That's the time when people come together. And why does it have to be that way? It doesn't have to be that way. Why does it take you being backed up against the wall to finally be like, I surrender? Or someone transitions and passes away and then everybody comes together that never talked before. No, it's not, man. That's not true. Panku, it's like you're drawing that in, man. Everything is energy, man. That's the thing, man. That's what everybody keeps doing. They get hurt and then they close their heart off. Yeah, but that's not the time to close your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason those things are happening is to open your heart. To see compassion, to see love, to see oneness. That's why we're going through the things we're going through. To come together. Instead of divide and separate. What good does that do, man? We didn't come here to be alone. We came here to come together. We came here to remember who we are, to stand in our power, to stand in our truth. Exactly, man. That's what happened to me, man. I used to have road rage too. I used to blame everything on everybody else. We all played this role, you know? And then we went through these rock bottom challenges, which cracked our hearts open, to then be like, you know what, man, everything is love, man. And it's like, no, it's, of course it's okay, Justine. I agree 100%. You know, but we're not separate, man. We all came from God. We all came from source. We're going to go back to God. We're going to go back to source, all of us. You know, and the moment humanity finally realizes, man, that we're all one and we're all connected. I mean, I'm telling you what, man, this is like a buildup from years of just walking around, moving to where I am now, and just seeing people just go in their house, shut their garage, and close themselves off. You know, and then be glued and attached to like the mainstream news media telling you that, watch out, you better be careful, man, there's dangerous things out there. You know, and just continuing to perpetuate fear, to pull your strings from fear. And if you see like these parties that are going at it back and forth, what is it all surrounding? Fear. And because humanity is addicted to fear. Humanity has an addiction to fear. And why and how I know this? Because you can turn on things like Netflix, and you could see all the content that is on there. And it's all, if you start scrolling through a lot of this stuff that's like, oh, this is the most hottest popular thing. It's all based around horror things and fear. Just creating more fear. When the most power thing, we could transform this entire planet out of love in an instant. No, it's not. It's inside of us, man. James, man, it's inside of us. The fear is not outside of you. It's inside you. So the more fear you cultivate inside of you, the more you are going to get fear-based things showing up in your reality. The universe is just mirroring back what you are mirroring outward, what you're projecting out. Yeah, well, you know what? That's the thing, that we have to start focusing on different things. We have to start redirecting to love, because love and fear cannot be in the same, like, it can't be in your heart space together. You could either have love, or you could have fear. Fear or love. Which do you choose? Because I choose love. The power of love is so powerful when we all come together, man. And I come on here, man, and I don't know if you've seen a shift in me, because you see me here every day. But I'm telling you what, man, it's about time that I have to come on here and I have to really get tough. Because it's about time we stop playing victim and blaming other people for where we're at and what we're creating. We're powerful creators. And we have the ability to change everything, man. Both are important because they're contrast, okay? But when you are out of balance and you're more focused on fear than you're focused on love, then it's a problem. And that goes for anything. Yeah, James, I mean, you know, it's about like loving one another, treating each other like a neighbor, like yourself. How would you want to be treated? So you treat someone else as how you want to be treated. You know, and it's like, I'll tell you what, man, if you see me like 10 years ago, I had rage too. I hated everything. I didn't want to be here any longer. I can go on and on with the things I went through in my 20s and 30s, and I'm 46 now. And I can tell you what, man, I've been on both sides of the fence. And I've envisioned since I was a little kid, why don't people just come together? Why do we think that we don't have the ability to create change? Because we're playing a role in everything, man. We all are. Pay attention to the things you're doing on a daily basis from the moment you wake up. And I guarantee you'll see different ways that potentially you're not showing up in a way that maybe you could be showing up better. And nothing is doing anything to you. It's all to get us to open our hearts, to see things from a lens of love. If you can zoom out and you can see things like our guides and our angels see things from love, it changes everything. And it's like, man, I'm telling you what, man, I know I'm on a mission for this. I'm on a mission to change humanity's perspective, because no one's doing anything to us, but yet we're coming into these, we're being backed against the wall by the universe to wake up, to come together, to unite, like so many of us want, but yet we're not doing it on a daily basis. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Raphael, man, because that's what I'm here to do, man. That's what I came here to do. And I see things differently, man. I've been on both sides of the fence, man. I've been as low as you can get, man. No one's saying to have utopian thinking. No one's saying that. It is how you look at things, man. You have the ability to change it. Okay, so just go around and just treat everybody like a piece of gum on the bottom of your shoe, you know? Like, no, you walk around with love and you have respect for people, and they'll have respect for you. But when you have that mentality already, that's what you're going to draw in. The universe is going to give you that. And that's why you're experiencing it all the time. We have to change our mentality, man. We have to come together, or the universe is going to keep putting us in situations where we're going to be forced to come together. It is universally true, because we came from love, and we'll go back to love. It's true though, man. It's true, but you know what? You got to change it yourself. You got to change those intrusive thoughts. You've got to change the way you think, because you have a massive impact. We all do. We all have a massive impact. No, it's not a prime example. You're only seeing that because that is what you believe. Well, you know, I feel like this conversation had to go here, because I'm getting to the point where everyone keeps complaining and bitching and moaning as to where they're at and why they're there and why everything is like the whole world is going to hell and blah, blah, blah. And I totally disagree. Our guides and angels will not allow that to happen. This is for the growth of humanity, to open humanity's hearts to come together, to realize we are all one and connected, and to see things from a place of love and not fear, because we have the choice every single day to choose love or choose fear, every single day. And what you choose, you will receive. That's the whole point, man. By you following that paradigm, you are perpetuating it. You can be the change, man. So when you change, the world changes. This whole place is an illusion. It's meant for you to realize how powerful you are, and that you are the creator of your reality. and you have the ability, you change, the people around you will change. So you could sit here and say, you know, like, poor me and all this kind of stuff and give your power away. Or you could stand in your power and say, you know what, I'm going to be the change. That's going to change everything. No, I mean, I respect your opinion, but I disagree. I disagree. No, I will not agree to that. There's so many angels and guides and higher dimensional beings surrounding this planet, watching this planet right now, and have been more than ever before. Yeah, take care, man. Glad you're here. Glad you stopped by. There's so many higher dimensional beings, angels, guides supporting us, watching over this planet. Every single thing is happening to crack our hearts open, to find love. No, everybody, your higher self is your protection. There's nothing to protect yourself from. The fear is within you. There's higher dimensional beings. There's fifth and beyond. This whole thing is an experiment. It's been an experiment, and they're not going to let it go to waste. Humanity is at a point where we need to come back to love, coming together. That's why so many people are wanting to build community and coming together and uniting. And that's what we're here to do, man. Find love out of whatever is occurring around you and know that you can be the change. But it starts with you. It starts with each and every one of us. No, you don't have to be bad sometimes. I disagree with that as well, Raj. Love is only the only way, because love will transform everything. Love can, I mean, here's a prime example, man. I've had several lives on here. Well, I've had a lot of lives, but the last week or two, I've literally had people come in here that troll and actually turn and said, oh, you're too nice, I can't troll you, and actually turned into a subscriber. So it just proves I could have been like gaslighting them. I could have been a jerk right back. And you know what? They changed. And they actually subscribed to the channel. And they apologized. So you know what? I disagree. I think that you can be the change. And we all can be the change. And we all are the change. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Because the universe is at play at this point. And whether you think you're in control or not, we're not in control. There's energies on this planet that are coming onto this planet, shifting humanity forward. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult and challenging because humanity's choosing the fear-based way of going, the path of fear. So it's going to be more challenging going forward until we get past that. Inevitably, we're still going to get to the same place, which is unity and oneness and connection, coming back together, treating thy neighbor like you would want to be treated. All of those beautiful things. It's just, we're going to have to experience some things, a bumpy ride on our way there because of the fact that humanity wants to choose fear. Yes, of course I believe in Yeshua, Jesus. Yes, 100%. Do I give my power away to somebody like Jesus or anybody else? No. Yeah, exactly, Michael. 100%. And we have to find our way back, and we're going to find our way back, whether people like it or not. and the resistance can be put up, but it's not going to eventually, like I said, like what's happened to me and like what's happening to many, you're being backed against the wall to make a decision. And a lot of these situations, when we go through these ailments and illnesses and different things, they're to crack us open, to open your heart. Because majority of the time when you go through something extremely challenging, you end up finding love for everyone. And I can tell you, because I've been through it multiple times, and I can tell you each time that I went through, I hit rock bottom, it opened my heart even more. It opened my heart even more. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I am Jesus, you're Jesus, we're all Jesus, you are me, I am you. We're all one and we're all connected. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. At the end of the day, man, humanity has to realize that we're all one and connected. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love Jesus too. I love everyone, no matter what, because we're all one and connected. The problem is a lot of people that are doing what you would call evil or hurting others, they're just lost. They just are separated from themselves. They're so far separated that they don't know who they are. So then the greed and the manipulation and all the different things occur because they're at a lower frequency and a lower vibration. But when you start speaking the words, different higher vibrational words like love and peace, they're higher vibrational. Okay? Words hold weight. They hold a frequency. So when you speak out words, you're speaking it about yourself. So when you say these things like, oh, there's danger in the world, there's this and that, you're speaking that upon yourself. Because the earth is inside of all of us. And we are the creators. No, it's not that they don't care, man. It's not that they don't care. It feels like they don't care. But they're just taking care of themselves first. Because the days are gone of us people pleasing and doing everything for someone else before we do it for ourselves. You have to fill your own cup first. Yes, words are spells. Greetings from India, man. Much love to you. Much love to everybody, man. And I appreciate each and every one of you being respectful and respecting each other's opinion and being on here and being respectful first and foremost. Because that's what it's all about, man. Just loving one another for their beliefs and their opinions and not trying to force somebody to change. But I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm just about tired of the victim mentality and blaming everything on everybody else instead of taking your power back and standing in your power, standing in your truth, not giving your power away. Communication is key. That's another thing right there as well that, you know, it takes time, let's just say, to reprogram yourself from thinking and being a certain type of way. No, no one said that. I said you have to take care of yourself. You have to fill your own cup before you can help others. You have to meditate, go in nature, do things. I did people pleasing majority of my life. You can't sustain that. So do things for others, but not things that make you happy, right? No, you have to make yourself happy. You have to do things that make you happy, not just do things because you're doing it for someone else to make them happy before you make yourself happy. I watched my father for decades be a people pleaser. I watched my dad be a people pleaser for decades. And he ended up with cancer 3 different times and passed away in 2022. So you know what? I knew, and I don't think it's selfish by taking care of yourself and loving yourself, because when you love yourself, you can love others. You have to love yourself first before you can love other people. That's not about not being there for other people. You're twisting my words, man. No, that's not true. I'm sorry to say that's not true. Because you know what? I did that. And you know where it got me? Rock bottom with my health. So I totally disagree with that. Again, you have your opinion. You can believe what you want. I'm not trying to force you to change. I'm just telling you that from my own experiences, you got to love yourself. And then when you're not doing that, you're denying love for yourself. Cute fam, what's happening? Michael, what's happening? Exactly, Daren. I mean, Michael. Yeah, exactly. It's just his opinion, and he's okay. He's allowed to have his opinion. I respect it. You know. Um, okay, well, you know what? You have a right to believe what you want to believe. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try to beat it in somebody or try to get somebody to change or believe another way. You'll find out at some point in your own life. Um, I'm just here to share wisdom from my own experiences and my opinion from my own experiences and what I've witnessed. Um, and it all starts with us. The change starts with us. And, you know, sometimes you have to be a certain type of way and walk away to create change, because the way that humanity's been going for so long. Okay, and you can share wisdom from yours. I'm not telling you not to. Um, the fact of the matter is, a lot of these codependency things, attachments, all these different things that we've been doing for so long has to be changed. Everybody wants so much change, but they're not willing to do the change themselves. And the fact of the matter is, I, I gotta reset for a minute. I got thrown off from my my flow for a moment. Yeah, it is. You're not gonna be able to change everybody, and that's okay. But you know what? When we change ourselves, the world changes. And as a lot of us keep changing, we're raising consciousness. So what's going to happen inevitably, the people that are resisting, like the gentleman that was just on, are going to eventually be forced to change, because the collective is changing and rising. So the more we rise, the more the collective consciousness rises. And the more the people that are resisting, they're going to be forced to rise as well, whether they like it or not. How old are you, Astra? Because I don't even know how you got onto this live. It's not for kids. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of resistance. Yeah, see, you're not supposed to be on this live, man. I don't even know how you got in here. Yeah, it's just another troll. That's it. I'm just removing them. Grand Rising hustle. So it's just like at the end of the day, man, yeah, well then either you're faking your age or you're probably not really 16. I would venture to I would have to say you're probably not even 16. But you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Because obviously you're trolling. Um, how's everybody doing, man? Welcome. I know I had gotten a little passionate, but um, it's just like, uh, we have to make the changes, man. We have to change. And as we change, the world changes. There's so many that think that they have no. Barton, how you doing? I don't know who Gary Busey is, so but thank you anyway. We have to be the change, man. And enough of like someone did this, someone did that. There's nothing I can do. It starts with loving yourself. It starts with loving yourself. Taking care of your needs. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just got to put some of these people in timeout, man. There's a lot of trolls today. But you know what? I send each and every one of you love, man. As I put you in timeout, I send you love. So I don't even know where I was going with everything, but it was I don't know how many of you noticed how much I've shifted since yesterday, but who are you voting for? Does it really matter? Not many people are gonna like how I move and how I roll, because I don't go down the same path as everyone else goes down. I create new pathways. Love yourself, be kind to yourself. It's not that hard. The world is full of bad people that think they are good. Why do you block me from commenting, let alone I'm just trying to seek for advice? I didn't block you. I don't even know who you are, Woofu. This is the first time I'm even seeing you. Acai, blueberry, strawberries, coconut. I mean, I tell you what, a lot of us are tired of it, A lot of us are tired of people not taking responsibility for the things that they contribute to. Man, you must have like a bunch of accounts, obviously. Yeah, thank you. So I just got to say, man, I think a lot of us are tired of, how things are going and how they've been. AKY Call of Duty gamers, how you doing? Welcome to the live. This 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 conversation may be a little bit controversial, you know what I mean? Oh, no, man, you're not being rude. I used to. Not anymore. No, I don't, but I have played it. It's like I said earlier, man. It's like everybody complains about what's happening, but then are you actually being conscious of your decisions on a daily basis and the things you're doing that are contributing to what's happening? You know, because every single thing plays a role, and a lot of people are not conscious of how they act or react or treat someone else. Look how many people came in here saying not so nice things. Oh, you look like this. Oh, you look like that. You know, if I wasn't around the block and it was somebody else, the person would have been hurt by it. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that, brother. And you're a king too. We all are. You know, it's like if I hadn't been around the block, yeah, it would have bothered me. Yeah, it would have affected me. Are they conscious of what they're doing and how they're treating someone else? Most likely not. Not in the way that they realize that it's impacting the whole of humanity, or why we're where we are. Listen, at the end of the day, man, change is coming whether we like it or not. And you either move with the change or you resist it, and it creates suffering. So it's like you don't have to listen to anything I say. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't. Thank you. Appreciate that. Acai, strawberries, blueberries, granola, all fresh fruits. Yeah, yes, Roddy Parade, 100%. Thank you for that. You know, many years ago, I literally, you're making me hungry. Going to go get myself some grub. Have a great day. Keep spreading wisdom. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you, man. Hope that you subscribe to the channel as well. I know I'm here to show people other ways of thinking, other perspectives. You know, that it's not all just black or white, fear or love, you know, that you can see everything differently. Yes, I do. Anna Marie Ludwig. Yes, I totally do. Where you been, Dean, man? We've had some trolls in here, man. But I've been sending them all love. But let me tell you something, man. We just went deep, deep. And we're going to continue with this topic because, I mean, man, you missed, I had to get a little rough and passionate, man. Let's just say. Have a great day, spoiler, badger, milk. I send you a lot of love, brother. Take it easy. Well, you did it for me, Dean. The topic is a controversial one. Let's just say controversial, all right? Very controversial. So I was getting a lot of downloads between yesterday and today, Dean. And exactly, Dean. So I was, I got on here, man. I started, like, I was getting all these downloads, man, and I'm about just tired of it. Nobody is taking responsibility as to that every single one of us played a part in where we're at right now, whether it be in this life or a past life. That's for one thing. Thank you. I appreciate that, OG. And not only have we played a role in where we're all at and why we're here, where so many are still feeding into fear and creating from fear. And I'm not saying just humanity, like even the elections, they're playing off of fear and separation. And grabbing you into the fear because humanity is addicted to fear. And you could tell that humanity is addicted to fear because of, if you just turn on a lot of these, whatever it is, mainstream things, NETFLIX, and you just scroll through the content that is in front of us, right? You could see the content that's being pushed out is fear-based. And the only reason that it's so popular is because humanity is drawn to it. If we took our attention away from it and we focused on love, you would see everything would be different. The content would even be different. And it's like everybody talks about they want community and they want to come back together, but yet they're displaying separation and divide. Yeah, not only do we need a collective shift of focus, but until the collective realizes internally that it starts with us and not blaming someone externally for where we're at, but knowing it starts with us and changing within ourselves and seeing each other from love and treating our neighbors like we want to be treated, then it's not going to change. The only thing that's going to happen is the universe is going to back every single one of us into a corner till we finally crack our hearts open to the point where we want to be loving and kind to each other. Like what's happened when tragedy happens, different storms occur or different things that force humanity to come together. Because at the end of the day, man, we're all one and we're all connected. And it's like the universe is trying to get us to come back together. The universe is trying to bring us back together, to love one another, to be kind to each other, to have compassion for each other. And if we play into what, like, the parties that are red and blue and they're pointing the finger and they're like, you know, oh, if you go with this person, they're doing this and they're doing that. And if you go with this person, they're doing this and they're doing that. It's all playing off of fear to draw you in, because majority are addicted to fear. That's what I'm saying, man. That's where we're headed with the collective consciousness, because so many people like you, Dean, and me, and so many of us are anchoring that light and raising consciousness to realize that we don't have to do all of that to come together, that we can come together regardless. And it's like when you look at people, like, there's people struggling all over the place. But what do people do? I got to make all the money. I got to pack it away. I got to save it for my whatever retirement or whatever, this and that, versus like, oh, let me help others. Let's come together. We didn't come here to make all this millions and billions for ourselves, when we all came here to come together as one. Yes, that's part of it too. That's part of it too. But it's also starts at a lower level too. Just like people that come on here and they say rude things, right? Like you have Jay Brown talking about him scratching his pickle. You know, it's like the same kind of thing. Words have a vibration, have a frequency. It's like you come in here and you speak a nasty thing to somebody. You're assisting in creating that vibration. You're assisting in creating the things that are happening around the world, but yet you complain about it, and then you come in and make fun of someone. And then don't think that you have a part in what's happening around the world. And I'm not above anybody, because I've done it myself. And I know we all have. We've all been there. And it all played a role in getting us the thoughts we were thinking, you know, the intrusive thoughts that we were focusing on, being unconscious to the thoughts we were having, and then we were focused on, but not even realizing we were. And now humanity's waking up. We're becoming more conscious. We're making conscious decisions. We're choosing differently because we're conscious that we can do it, that we can choose. It's like yeah, Dean, you know what's so funny about that? I've said that since I was a little kid. Imagine if we took every resource each of us had, like the money in the bank and all of the things we had, and we just came together and put it all together, and the whole world just came together. It just blows my mind that doesn't happen. I'm trying to say the word, you know. Yeah, exactly. That's what I've wondered, why that doesn't happen from when I was a little kid. But why doesn't it happen? Because there's so many levels of conditioning over generations, over lifetimes. And people actually believe that they're separate and that they're not one. And they're divided by the country they're in, by the race they are, by the religion, by the female or male. And it's ironic that the United States currently has a male and a female running. You know, how divided is that, you know? Yeah, that's what I feel the same way, Dean. But yes, I often think about how powerful we would be, like if everyone in my community came together to build something or help each other, then no one in the community would suffer. Exactly. That's exactly my point. And yet everybody wants to come, they say they want to come together, but then their actions aren't displaying them wanting to come together. You know what I mean? I said to myself, man, why doesn't everybody just stand up and like walk out of everything? Walk out of all these things and just come together. And why? Because there's a large percentage that wants somebody to tell them what to do. There's not many of us that will actually stand up and want to take that power in our own hands and not give it away to someone else, like a religion or an idolization of something. There's a lot of people. That was a good point. You pointed out the election is man versus woman. The division tactics are real in our faces. Yeah, yeah. But people don't see that. And but as I said, it has a lot to do with people not wanting to take ownership of the life they're creating, that they created it. It's easier to point the finger at someone else. It's easier to say you did that to me as to why I'm where I am versus, oh, I take responsibility for where I'm at and why I'm here and why I'm going through what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And then start changing within yourself, because when you change within yourself, everything will change around you. You're that powerful, but you just don't believe it. You've been made to believe that someone is doing everything for you. I don't either. I don't either. You know, let me tell you something, man. It's not easy to walk that path. It is not easy to walk that path saying that you created the situation you're in. That happened for you and by you. Like, it's not easy to step into that knowing. But a lot of us are. And a lot of us are waking up to remember who we are. And we're creating the change. Because as I said, most and all of us. Yes, Angelo, I 100% agree. We are God, though. We are God, all of us, every single one of us, including yourself. Now, not to say that there's a form up there, God, but we all came from God, and we'll go back. So we are God. We're part of the whole. We all created this creation, you know, and but the fact of the matter is a lot of people don't want to acknowledge it, don't remember, and certainly don't want to take that responsibility. You know, it just reminds me of, like, and I'm not hating on people religion, like you said. Even I don't. I respect everybody's choices and their beliefs. Man, you're so spot on, Dean. It's not even funny, man. We are Dean says, the God machine says, we are the hands and the feet of God. It is up to us to do the work. God gave us all the tools we need to fix this. We are in this problem because of us. It is up to us to fix it. Yeah, and it's up to us to come together. It's up to us to come together as one and realize that we're so much more powerful together than we are separate. But of course, it's easier to control when you're separate and you're divided versus when you're together. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was saying it earlier, and it's like the power of love can change this entire planet and everyone on it. Yeah, I agree with that too, Dean. You can look at everything outside of you as chaos and trouble and it's going to hell and all this kind of stuff, or you could see it from a place of love and observe it from a farther vantage point and see that this is going to make humanity better. Everything that we are going through, everything we are experiencing, but we can choose an easier path or more challenging path. And right now, humanity's choosing the more difficult path where we're going to be backed against the wall. Because humanity is deciding to choose fear, to create, choosing fear when picking parties for you know what. And we have the ability right now to change that and to create and choose from love. Otherwise, yes. The more you raise the vibration to more birds eye view you get of what is happening in the world and begin to know it's all a divine process of purification. Exactly. Yes, I'm vegan. God gave us free will. God didn't create he created free will in thinking beings to make choices. We all know what's right and wrong, even out reading scripture. Love kills the demon. Yeah, I mean, exactly. We all know right and wrong. And the thing is, a lot of humanity is just so far disconnected and and they've forgotten who they are. And I'm here to just help assist you in remembering who you are. Yeah, well, you know what? Like I said, man, in the end, we're going to get exactly where we were going to get before, but we could have chosen an easier route. That's all. Um, but again, the more and more of us that raise our frequency, raise our consciousness, we're changing it regardless. And there's too many of us that want change and that want legitimate change, which is going to force the collective to move and raise their consciousness. Yeah, I mean, I never said, um, I don't believe anybody's really truly hateful. I don't believe everybody's truly hateful anyway. They're just lost their way. That's the way I look at it. And I'm here to help them find their way back home to their heart, to themselves, to the truth of who they are. That's part of why I'm here and what I'm here to do. And I sometimes get really, really passionate, man, because I have so much love for humanity and this whole experiment, you know. I don't think anything's really a mistake, man. Everything is always a cleansing. There's a cleansing, there's a rebirthing, and this one guy said it really well that right now we're in the middle of it. We're right in the smack dab in the middle, and we're in the birth canal. It's like we're in the birth canal. And now we're almost at a crossroads where humanity has the choice to choose. Do you want to choose love or do you want to choose fear? And right now and a large majority of humanity is choosing fear. But, each of us that choose love, we have the ability to change thousands of people just by changing ourselves. One person can change thousands, by changing ourselves. No, it's not the end of humanity, man. It's far from it. And again, you could look at these mainstream things and see it being the end, or you could see it just the beginning. It's just the begin. It's just beginning. Yeah, exactly. Dean, that's what I'm saying. So you can look at it as it being a horrific thing, or you could see it as, oh, it's going to be amazing. Oh my God, you have no idea what's coming. Oh my God, when we move through this, like, you have no idea how. And there's too many of us that are holding that, you know, too many of us are holding that. I just I just had to get on here, guys, and really go back and watch this. It was like an hour and 15 minutes. I really went in. Um it's just, I just get into the point sometimes, man, where I'm just like, you know what, man, like it was coming in hot and heavy, man, from when I channeled this morning, and um my guides weren't playing and the Divine Council 9 wasn't playing, man, because right now it's like, it's true, man. Humanity is addicted to fear. And we need to find our way back to love and to open our hearts, regardless of what we went through and what we experienced. Because I went through a lot and I experienced a lot. And yet my heart is open. And my heart is open for humanity, and my heart is open for myself. And that's what we have to come back to, because that's how we're going to change everything, is through love, because only love heals. Dean says sometimes raising the vibration reveals the darkness that's been hiding. We must not fear the dark, though, for we are the light. Yeah, evolve. Evolve. Just missing the E. Evolution. Um, it's just, sometimes it can get really frustrating, man, because you want it so badly for people to understand and to see the light and to realize that is so much more powerful when we all come together and we see things from love and how powerful the power of love is and how transformational it is. But we've been convinced otherwise. And it feels so much better to be in love than it is in fear. I mean, it feels good in the body too. So it's just like, yeah, because you know what? Again, they're trying to get you to like create and to choose them out of fear. Because when you choose them out of love, it's different. It will be different. It will be a different vibration. So by them gaslighting each other and all that kind of stuff, they're attracting you into fear through fear. Hey Barton Knight, how you doing? Welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. Um, it's just more fear tactics to pull your strings so that you make a decision out of fear. That's really what it is. Um, oh, thank you, Barton. I appreciate that, man. Um, yeah, exactly. Balance is key, man. But you have to realize when you're creating from fear, and I wouldn't even really call it evil. Because again, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you do, it's just a label anyway. And we all came from God. Every single one of us. Just the ones that are doing things like greed and manipulation and things like that, they're just separated from who they are. Exactly. I agree with that. Everything there's always, you can always find the good in anything, in everything, some way, somehow. And like Dean said earlier, and like we said earlier, through some of these things that are happening, somehow, some way, maybe you had conflict with a neighbor and then you went through some kind of catastrophe, and now that brought you together, and now you see it from love. No, I totally agree, Roddy. I don't judge anyone, and I respect everybody's beliefs, where everybody's at, even myself. Everybody's on their own journey, and I'm not here to force or try to change anyone from their beliefs or what they believe. Maybe I'm just here to give you another form of, or another kind of perspective for you to maybe see it in a different light. Maybe for you to open your eyes and see it in a different way, because I've needed that in different times in my life where somebody came in and showed me a different way. Like, oh, maybe if you look at it this way, maybe why don't you try looking at it this way? Why don't you try seeing it in this way? Exactly. Exactly. But anyways, listen, everybody. Thank you, everybody, man, for 25 likes. Thank you to all the new people, man. I hope that if you got an opportunity to subscribe to the channel, man, there'll be much more topics and discussions like this. I love deep diving it respectfully. I love meeting all you newcomers and the ones that have been subscribed for a long time. I love having these conversations, man. And Dean says we are all fractals of the same mirror, reflecting things from different angles. Exactly. And sometimes we need to hear it in a different way. We need someone to open our eyes to see it differently. And that's what I came here to do. You know, do not be afraid. Do not be in fear. There's nothing to be afraid of. You have guides and angels all around you. You or Luna going live again today. JW, so I can keep a lookout to come mod. I don't know. We have an event on Eventbrite that we're doing today, Crystalline Soul Healing at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. That's on regulating the nervous system. I was going to mention it to everyone. You can get a ticket if you wanted to. They're $30 a person. You can go to www.darenandluna.com/links, and then you can click the event. And like I said, it's Crystalline Soul Healing on regulating the nervous system. We're doing it live on Zoom at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I don't know if we're going to go live or not. I'm going to go over to TikTok and go live for a little bit. And then I'm going to take a break so I can meditate and get prepared for the event. So I'm not sure yet. Maybe later on in the afternoon, maybe. But I guess I don't know. To be honest. But I love these topics. I love deep diving this stuff. I love just having a respectful conversation with you all. And this was great. It was an hour and 20 minutes, and it was a lot of fun. Yes, we had a lot of people that, really wanted to get their point across, and that's okay. And as long as everyone respects one another, that's the important thing, man. And I appreciate you all, man. Thank you for the 26 likes. Thank you, everybody. There's been a lot of people in here, and there's still people in here now, and you guys have been holding it down, and we had fun, and we had a respectful conversation. And I feel like we all got a whole nother perspective, a whole nother understanding as to we can see we have to start reframing our attention and focusing on love, man. We just have to, because otherwise you're going to get pulled in like the tornado. It's very easy to get wrapped up into fear, and especially with what is all the stuff that's coming out and all the things that are being said, and the confusion, and and the parties going back and forth, and it's very easy to get entangled in that stuff, man, and pulled in and pulled under. So I urge you, man, to ground yourself, to center yourself, and to find love, because you don't want to get pulled into that. And again, there's a lot of attacking each other and going back and forth and putting the woman against the man, and like, just you did this, you're going to be causing this and causing that and blah, blah, blah. And oh, you moved to the mountains of Maine. Very cool, man. Wow. I hear Maine is beautiful. Dean says fear tactics are real. Make sure we be very mindful of what we consume. And remember, not all we consume goes in our mouth, but also our eyes and ears and our body, because our body is always listening. That's man, I definitely want to check out Maine, man. I can only imagine. Like, check it out where I am, everybody. This is where I'm at. Look, it's a beautiful morning. Um, and Dean is right. Beautiful sunshine rising. Look at those trees, man. They're changing color. It's gorgeous today. Um, so just take that in, man. Breathe that beautiful scenery in. Blue skies, sunshine. It's a little bit cool on the cool side, but it's gorgeous. Very peaceful and relaxing and serene. And Maine is beautiful. I love the Appalachian Mountains. Got them here in PA also. Oh wow. Oh, so you're on the East Coast, Dean. Yeah, I live in a resort but remote location. It's 50 minutes to major grocery store. Wow. Yeah, you definitely live in like in the mountains, boy. 50 minutes. Damn. That's out there. Yeah, I don't have that. I'm not living there, but um yeah, it sounds like a remote location. Damn. You got to definitely like stock up on your food before you you know, leave out of the you see yeah, I'm sure you do. I mean, I see a lot of deer, you know. I see a lot of deer around where I am. Well, everybody, man, tap the like button. Tap the like button. We're at 29. Get us to 30. Subscribe to the channel, man, if you feel called. There's going to be a lot more discussions like this too as well. So I thank you, everybody, man, for forging and living self-sustaining with nature. Yeah, I know. That's kind of like how me and Luna been talking too, like traveling in an RV and stuff like that, and building community, coming together, you know. I see that most definitely, like building community and coming together and people doing their passion and purpose and everyone helping one another, to thrive. That's what it's all about, man. And it's something that I've been envisioning for a very long time, which I feel like is coming to fruition because I feel like more and more people are doing so. So, but anyways, I love you all, man. Thank you so much for joining, for sharing your insights. Please subscribe to the channel, man. I've been going live every day, so with exceptions to depending on how I feel, you know what I'm saying, with the energies and things like that that are occurring. Sometimes, I just am not feeling it. So Sundays, you don't see me, but for the majority, for the most part, you do. And I was live yesterday and we had an impactful conversation, but we're going to continue this conversation, man, tomorrow or later today. I'm not done with it. And I believe that we all have to refocus our attention to what we want to create because we are powerful creators. And we need to take our attention away from these fear-based things that are being created to gain our attention. So you're in Eastern time, Dean? One love, brother. One love, G. One love, everybody, man. I love you all, man. And we just need to we just need to start imagining, what we want to create. Oh, okay, so you're like me. So it's like 9:30 for you too. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm Eastern time too, um so good. I'm glad to hear that. Um but yeah, I'll just show up the view one more time. Hi again. What's happening? Yeah, I agree, Roddy. But yeah, more and more humanity is being forced to come together and unite, and realize that we all are one and we all are connected and we all are here to come and create a new earth, a beautiful new earth together. I don't really have a plan for Halloween, Bali Music King. What about you? Um, I don't really have a plan for Halloween, but anyways, I'm gonna get going, guys. I will talk to you all soon. We all have to have each other's backs. We are all in it. Exactly. And that, honestly, man, I think I'm gonna call that the title of the video, because we all do need to have each other's backs and know that we all have each other's backs and to love each other. Hey, Justine. I don't know if you've been here for the hour and a half, but I had to go in on it, man. If we choose love and help each other. Exactly, Dean. You're an awesome individual, Dean. I love you, brother. Um, no, okay, you've been here. Yeah. I had to, man. I just had to. I just felt very passionate, man. I'm just kind of over it. I'm tired of, you know, the blaming and, you know, playing victim and, just like not taking responsibility and being mindful of the things you're doing and the thing and how the things that you're doing are and how they're impacting every single one of us. And sometimes you just have to wake people up that way. You have to just make them realize that, you know listen, man, you're impacting us all by by the choices that you're choosing to make. Much love, peeps. Always a good investment when I can invest love out there into the world. I agree. Same here. Um, I've had those days. Hey, Archangel carries a sword for a reason, and I'm sure he doesn't whisper sometimes when he speaks. Exactly. You're spot on, Justine. Spot on. Exactly. And I'm not going to either anymore. I'm here to share my wisdom and my viewpoint from me having a higher perspective, you know, and it's not higher than anybody else. It's just seeing things differently so that I can bring a different way of seeing things so that maybe you can then be like, oh, wow, maybe that, that does kind of make sense. Maybe I have been looking at it the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like how you can shift somebody that quickly to seeing something differently. But anyways, I love you all, man. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys soon. I love you all from my heart to yours. Take care of yourselves and each other, man, and love thy neighbor. Love each other, man. Let's all come together. Let's love one another. Let's treat each other with kindness and compassion and just love each other, man. You know? Have a great day, Truth Wave. I'm going over to TikTok, so I know you're on TikTok, so you can come join on TikTok. I'm going live over there. Real diversity is not only skin deep, internal thoughts, morals, and values. Exactly. I like your thoughts too. Um, Godspeed, choose love, peeps. That's all it takes to change the world. Exactly. It's all it takes. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I will see you all soon, man. I love you all from the bottom of my heart.